So I watched the movie Chop Shop for my cultural challenge, and it's about a boy named Alejandro, and he's 12 years old, and he lives in Queens, New York, and him and his sister are separated, and he doesn't really know where she is. Her name's Izzy, and so he gets a job, and he's hoping that she's going to return, and he gets a job at a repair shop working, and the owner offers him a place to live, so he gets to live at the shop, like in an apartment above it. And then his sister Izzy returns, and she gets a job, and at first she's working at a food truck, and then she hates it, so then she's forced to work as a prostitute, and she tries to hide it from her brother Alejandro, but then he finds out, but he keeps it a secret that he doesn't know. And then they try to raise enough money and work hard enough to get to buy a van to make their own food truck so that they don't have to work for anyone but themselves. So they save all this money, and then they buy a really rundown van, and then by the time they fix it up, they're actually losing money. So I related it to language because at the beginning of the video, it's there's workers, and they're waiting for for someone to come and pick them up that needs workers to work for them, and they're speaking in Spanish, and I related it to language because they didn't know any English, and that's probably how Alejandro and Izzy felt. They probably didn't know much English when they moved to America or to New York because they don't have parents and to provide for them to go to school. And then that also relates to culture because they're so young. Alejandro's probably 12 and Izzy's probably not even 16, and they're forced to do bad things such as she's a prostitute, and then in the movie he steals a woman's purse and then he sells it for money. So they're forced to do bad things, and a lot of people in America don't experience that life of working that young because they have parents that are at least trying to get them to go to school. And my primary source was an article on unemployment, and it was about how the U.S. residents, their unemployment is almost equal to immigrants that are unemployed. And I just thought that was interesting because in the movie it kind of seems like they're unemployed because they can't find their way around and stuff, but a lot of people in the U.S. experience the same hardships of finding a job.